ਬੰਦ ਕਮਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਵੇਰਵਾ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੋਈ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਦੋਂ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਸਥਾਈ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਨਿਧੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਏ ਤਾਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨੀ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਦੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਖੂਬੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੀ ਅੰਦਾਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
Yes, sir. You wanted me? And so that you will not have any doubts that I've answered 3 Pakistani questions. Third. Yes.
When will you begin a dialogue with Pakistan?
So let me begin by coming across to you and shaking your hand. Yes, all 3 of you. So let me tell you, we've already extended our hand of friendship by saying we are committed to Simla Agreement. Let us wait for a response on that from the Pakistani side. Now I go to you. Yes, ma'am. I will. I will be gender neutral.
Ambassador, thank
Yes.
you. Amanda Price from Al Jazeera English.
Yes, ma'am.
Question for you. How do you respond to Pakistan? The very fact that we're having a meeting here at the Security Council means this is no longer a bilateral issue. This has been internationalized.
Ma'am, you've been covering the Security Council. You are aware that in close consultations, anyone, especially parties to the dispute, can try and throw in anything for the consideration of the members of the Security Council. That's the nature of the beast. However, you have seen what's the outcome of that meeting. There is, I don't want to add further. I've repeatedly said we are ready to address these issues in a manner that states who have normal approaches to international ties should address them. And in our case, we are committed to the Simla Agreement. It's now for Pakistan to make that commitment to stop terror, to start talks. Yes, ma'am. Anyone else? Ladies, yes. Yoshita.
Thank you, Ambassador.
After 4 questions, so that nobody thinks that I am being biased towards you. Yes, ma'am.
Just before the meeting, Russia said that it favors a bilateral track between India and Pakistan on Kashmir. That's again a viewpoint of many other countries here at the UN. So again, in a way that Pakistan said that it's internationalizing the issue, but with other countries not in favor of that, how do you see this, given the fact that other countries are saying it's a bilateral issue?
I do not, like my predecessors, take on the responsibility of speaking for the Council. The Council has spoken. It's pretty clear. All of you are aware of what outcomes are there. I will not comment on it. Let me tell you, India's commitment to address these issues on the bilateral track has very broad acceptance globally. Anyone else? Yes, just one minute.
Thank
Yes.
you, Ambassador.
Yes. You always had a complaint that I never spoke with you.
Yes.
I'm ready now.
Yeah.
And this is the 5th, but I will give you
and
1/6.
Mr.
And that's the
Ambassador,
end.
you spoke about normalization and removing the restrictions in Kashmir. So are you here admitting that there is something wrong that happened? 1 second.
One question at a time. I never answer more than one.
How India is going to address
Right.
the will of the Kashmiri people?
True.
Thank you.
So let me tell you, there is something called prevention is better than cure. The measures that we took were preventive in nature. They were designed to stop terrorists from bleeding our people. You've noticed that in the 10 days that have passed, there are no casualties. There are no fatalities. That's because every effort was made to work to ensure that our people in Jammu and Kashmir are not adversely affected in terms of their lives. Yes, there's always a difficulty that sometimes these will lead to restrictions. We acknowledge that. We are an open society. We acknowledge that. But it's a balance of choice that the administrators on the ground should make, not journalists here or diplomats here. Please allow them the space and time to address these issues. They have controlled the situation. You have seen there's not one fatality. In similar situations in large parts of the world, including previously in Jammu and Kashmir, there have been large fatalities if such a issue arises. So please give us some time. We are addressing it in a democratic manner, in a manner that we are committed to address difficulties that our people in Jammu and Kashmir are facing. So last question, ma'am.
You talked about Pakistan promoting extremist elements in the region. What do you have to say about the international organization accusing Indian troops and soldiers committing human rights violation in Indian administrated Kashmir?
I don't know what you're talking of. International organization, the UN didn't say anything. I don't go by... well, madam, yes, let's go one by one. Let's go. Please, I will answer. Right. There is nobody which is intergovernmental in nature which has accused India of anything that you're saying. Anything. Please, let me explain. You've asked your question. Please cut me that slack. Give me that slack. I'm new to this game. Please understand that. So, no intergovernmental organization in the world has ever said anything about Indian democracy, India's commitment to human rights. We are the country who started issues of apartheid at the UN. None of you who are talking about this were even worried about that.
ਵੇਲਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਦਾ, ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ।